Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back here at the Garena Premier League 2016 Summer Finals. We are down to the Game 4 game point, ladies and gentlemen, for the side of Saigon Jokers. This is a best of 5 series between, as I mentioned, Saigon Jokers versus Bangkok Titans. And we are your shoutcasters for this game. I am Shinbu with the 1-4 and I, and of course with me is Alpha, your analyst. You are watching the Garena Esports Philippines coverage of GPL 2016 Summer Finals.
Yes, so intense match from game 1 up to game 3, and right now we are moving into game 4.
Yeah.
The things are really looking very well for both teams, but it's just, one mistake can really change something.
Yes, it's very close. You can see also that the previous champion, or I can say that the reigning champion of GPL, Saigon Jokers, he's just one game away for taking that,
for once again being the owner of the throne.
Yes, owner of the throne for the whole year. For the whole year, champion of the 2016 spring, now champion of the 2016 summer. It's a matter of just qualifying for Worlds, ladies and gentlemen.
And it's quite alarming that once again they kept that Hecarim in hands of Hanian. So, oh my god, I'm not really sure why they keep on giving it out. But right now, Celebrity wanted to deny Lloyd's Twitch. And the Sec still sticking on this Gragas. Checking up on the game tree, Sec wasn't able to put a really good amount of damage, or doesn't really give out something during teamfight after casting all of his skills.
Yes, you could see how BKT adjusted. Actually, how Saigon Jokers adjusted to the adjustment of BKT here.
Yes.
BKT now respected the Kog'Maw.
Yes,
Finally, after that big loss there by Saigon Jokers back at day 2 against BKT, where they rolled the Kog'Maw composition, they took the victory over just the recently concluded game 3 with a Kog'Maw once again. So, when they defeated Saigon Jokers, BKT that is, when they defeated Saigon Jokers during that Kog'Maw composition, they are rolling on a Lissandra. And on the next rotation after the first pick, the second rotation was a Gragas Lissandra pick, and that prompted Saigon Jokers, I think it's very risky now to pick off the Kog'Maw. Let's go for the Twitch. So they're gonna go for the Twitch, and Luvida donning in that, Malzahar.
So this will be another lockdown, and of course the bindings will really affect us. And whoa, I'm not really sure what's going to happen, but this will be a top lane Lissandra and a mid lane Syndra. So this will be a Lissindra.
Yeah, a Lissindra. A Lissindra
combo. So 2 AD, 2 Lissindra, and you are, I mean, it's easy to deny or counter the power of APs by just using Solari. You have the AP Gragas, you have the AP Lissandra, you have the AP Syndra, and also the even flow or the tidal wave is AP based. So basically, there's sure item that can really counter this composition. So I'm not really sure what are they going to plan, or what are they
but
going
the thing here is the power of Saigon Jokers. Their recent victory was because they got the proper scaling.
Yes.
And still they want to reach that one. Hanian on the Hecarim has been consistent. At the early game, you also run the risk of snowballing that Hecarim.
Yes.
And they also have the safety of the Twitch and the late game Malzahar and Karma, plus the tankiness of the Maokai. And it's very clear that for the composition of Bangkok Titans, they have no tanks.
Yes, they don't have any tanks, but
they
have
there's the Gragas. There's the Gragas.
Yes.
But of course, you still want a tanky top lane, right?
There's a possibility that he's going to build a runic Echoes run rather than putting a Cinderhawk. And what's the advantage of Bangkok Titans right now is they have the Assassin power, the AoE CC, like a Ring of Frost, Scatter of the Weak.
It's very clear the power of Bangkok Titans composition. It is on the early game and mid game skirmishes. They can actually, especially with the teleport coming in from Intreso for the side of Bangkok Titans. Yes, and of course the assassination, as you have mentioned, could be sent coming in from the side of Syndra. If they also chain that with the isolation that the explosive gas can do. But the scaling, man, the scaling, especially, take note of this. When you land in that combo from the explosive gas plus the frozen tomb, you could actually just cast the Maokas Vengeful Maelstrom.
Yes.
And you just mitigate the damage.
And you have the mantra in Smile.
Yeah, man.
So basically you have the shield. you have also the Solari and Karma might build up as well a Chalice or the Miguel's Crucible for the late game. So basically, I'm not really sure what
Yeah, but
Bangkok Titans is eyeing right now.
Yeah,
but
this is like
they are losing. They already lost.
Yeah,
the
this is
drafting phase for me.
I'd say the very accurate description for the draft here of BKT is very risky. This is a very
Yes.
risky draft. Like,
High risk, high reward.
yeah,
And
they lost the scaling, definitely.
yes.
If you consider the scaling, it's leaning now for the side of Saigon Jokers, clearly. But in terms of team fight, they have to gamble now. They
Yes.
really need to get a clean early game. But will you really get a clean early game with Hanyian on that Hecarim?
Yeah, and the pressure, of course, on that Hecarim, the kits, and in the hands of a better player, Hanian. But right now, we are going live into the Rift. This will be the game 4 of Bangkok Titans versus Saigon Jokers.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, of this Best of 5 series for the GPL 2016 Summer Finals, it could potentially be in the hands of Saigon Jokers as they are sitting in a 2-1 lead against BKT. Let's go for the champion round zone. In the blue side, you have Bangkok Titans. In the top lane, you have Intresso on that Lissandra. In the jungle, it's going to be Sek on the Gragas. For the mid lane, it's G4 on the Syndra. And the bottom duo will be Lloyd on that Sivir ADC. And What the Jess on that Nami support.
And on the red side, that will be the 2 score, the Saigon Jokers. On the top lane, that will be Ro on Maokai. On the jungle, that will be the intense Hecarim in the hands of Anion. On the mid lane, that will be Malzahar in the hands of La Vida. And the bot lane duo, that will be Celebrity on Twitch and Karma on Sif. So checking it right now, standard startup for both teams. They are just going to make it easy for them because they need those scalings. It may not be that scaling for the side of Bangkok Titans, but they need their items to instantly blow up someone. So currently this Malzahar and Syndra battle is quite good in the side of Saj, in Saigon Jokers, because currently La Vida can really play passively instead of being pressured, and G4 already has Ghost. So you don't have any Ignite, you don't have that burst from Unleash the Power plus Ignite and Thunderlords. So less skill pressure from Malzahar, and of course having the unique passive. So yeah, they're just going to trade it off.
Yes, of course, it could be said too that G4 Syndra has the longer range and reach compared to Malzahar. But of course, given the proper power spikes and Takaness and items plus mana, Malzahar could spawn those
Yes.
Void Links, could spam the Void Links too as well.
And considering that every kills or assist, that will be spawned for the Void Links.
Yes,
As long as the battle or the clash prolongs, it may stack up some Voidlings and might affect the turn that type of the game.
And as we have mentioned, given again that BKT is rolling on a dangerous composition here, or I'd say a risky composition. They want to get everything rolling starting from the laning phase without any control. You could see how Sek hovered over the mid lane. If there's just one aggression prompt that comes from Lupita, that could mean a big initiate from Sek.
Yes, but right now, I'm thinking that Bangkok Titans having this kind of team composition, while Saigon Jokers doesn't really need to tweak their lineup, so they stayed on that Hecarim, they stayed on that Maokai, they have the Karma.
Yeah.
So I think that Saigon Jokers really wanted to secure. I'm not trying something new. I'm just going to be consistent to what I'm doing great. And
Yes, things are gonna go awkward now. Here in the side of Levida, gonna force a flash out for this enemy mid laner. At the very least, that's one nice solo initiate. Actually, if Levida overstayed, he actually popped the ghost. Look at that. He actually popped the ghost too. So two crucial summoner spell gone. And that's going to be a good pressure coming in from the side of Saigon, or rather Bangkok Titans. Still, Saigon Jokers for the side of Hanian will initiate in the top lane. No summoner spells burned though, because Hanian was quite early with that gank, prompting for Intresso to be able to reactivate that glacial pad.
Yes, indeed. But right now, La Vida, I think it's not all about the overstaying as well. It was all about it wasn't able to sidestep the scatter of the wing.
Yeah.
It's only one ball and you were able to catch him. You don't also have the unique passive cover up for any CC. So I'm not really sure why he somehow overextended, but it was a bad decision.
Yes, man. We are now in the 5-minute mark of this game.
So right now we can see here if the drafting would lean in the advantage of the Bangkok Titans. This high risk, high reward will have its results later around 8 to 10 minutes.
Yeah, you said because around 8 to 10 minutes they have like they have all their ultimates, even the
Yes.
support plus the summoner spells will be up also, and there are additional points also for those crucial CCs and skills, non-ultimate skills for that one. But
Yes.
let's see.
Well, on the late game, you can consider, but right now,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a little trade up here, but Intreso has the flash. So, he's just trying to bait up Hanian, and Hanian, after using those cooldowns, cannot provide any sort of base burst damage for this Lysandra. Because when an enemy is baiting, one good counter for an enemy that plays a bait play style is burst him,
Yes.
surprise him quickly before he can even use that flash. So, though Intreso use his flash after that, I think he say dive in the top lane, and there you go, a dive also in the mid lane. What a nice and clean initiate by Sek. It's just G4 methodically shoving in Lovida onto his own turret and opens up for Sek. And this is an early game turret. This is BKT playing according to their composition.
whoa, so they are really playing it really well on this one. And right now, Ania trying to defend this one, but somehow can't find an opening to take down someone. And G4 and that unleashed power doesn't have to have another ball. You just have to cast the ult, and then Sek was able to CC Lovida out.
Yeah, and you could see because of the bottom lane getting shoved as well as the top lane. A little bit of a CS lead here by Bangkok Titans, sitting on a 1.5k gold lead too in terms of the team gold. So looking into the itemizations, the biggest or the chunk of this gold lead by BKT sits in the mid lane against Lupita and G4.
Yes, and right now Intreso, wow.
Lupita being always forced to use his summoner spells. Now the ghost is on cooldown.
And
Just got up.
any moment, his flash might be on cooldown as well.
Yes, and look at that. Look at that for the bottom duo Saigon Jokers predicting where Nami will put the ward.
Yes. They are, Bangkok Titans are really aggressive. It feels like they didn't lose King 3. Like, they sell a whole new Bangkok Titans with a
Yeah,
really
but
good
we could
composition.
see now here Saigon Jokers activating the bench for Maelstrom. What is he doing here? Does he have flash? No, he doesn't have flash. So I think it's just, just buying time. I think he knows this is gonna die there.
Yeah, it's quite a misposition, and Davida right now can't really do anything with G4. So Bangkok Titans is really paying off on their drafting right now.
Yeah.
The pressure is on, it's all around the map. Sek has really good rotations, and this will be the first instant trade.
Yeah, and I'd say the Malzahar
Oh.
pick. Oh my god, wait. All that's on. There's gonna be an onslaught of Shadow casted onto G4. G4 though pulled off a 2-man!
Oh.
Scatter the weak. Here's the re-engage from Sek. Sek has no mana though. G4 has something to throw, but he run the risk of getting embraced here by Han Yi-an. Nice escape there by the mid laner of BKT. And here we go, Intreso now receiving the ultimate, a full combo on top of that Thunderlord's Decree. Intreso assassinates Han Yi-an.
Wow, clean execution all around the map with Bangkok Titans. It was a good save from Sek from that G4, but right now you can see in top lane, I think Rogue can't really do much.
Yeah.
Intreso can just go ahead and escape on this one with a Ring of Frost and Glacial Bash.
He can escape definitely, but he cannot fight because their frozen tube is on cooldown.
Yes.
Just use it onto Han Yi-an. But the mid lane is gone. The bottom lane turret is gone. Things are gonna go awkward here for the side of Saigon Jokers, especially. That mid lane opening up also eases up the pressure from the side of Saigon Jokers. to be capitalized on by Bangkok Titans on the Infernal Drake.
Yes, indeed. And this is an Infernal Drake. Like, you have the lineup of full power that can really burst someone. So, if I were Bangkok Titans, I would really bank all of my wardings and visions on this Infernal Dragon. Especially that this bot lane also is going down. So you already opened the map awareness on the mid lane and on the bot lane. So the doors are free right now to take the Infernal Dragon. But take note, even though Bangkok Titans has the advantage, Saigon Jokers can play from behind.
Yeah, and what is this kind of lead? It seems they're not playing reactively against the rotation of BKT. It's very clear that BKT is taking this Infernal Drake, and I don't see any rotation just to, trade that off. Not even a rotation at the top lane. And Hanian is just camping, just staying on that blue side jungle. What is he doing there?
Like, he's not even trying to do something for the team right now. Not really sure what's happening to Saigon Jokers, but this might be affected them because of the early kills that they have, that they can't really pursue something. So they don't want to gamble any of their disadvantages already, because already 2 foot backward or 2 foot behind from the opposing team.
And you can see lanes are being pulled off here. No Sek, he's gonna get the ultimate here coming in from the Vida. Another side step. Hanian will dive in. Sek being wise to use the ultimate now onto Hanian, and that's gonna be G4 popping the enemy jungle. Hanian will say goodbye. There's the backup coming in from the bottom duo of BKT, collapsing onto Vida. Once again, G4 securing that kill. That is a 2-0 exchange, all in favor of BKT.
What's happening, Saigon Jokers? It feels like they can't assess any fight and keeps on going in.
Yes, man.
It feels like these champions aren't playing like champions. I don't know why.
We are now 12 in the 12-minute mark of the game, and 6K gold lead is very big.
Within 11 minutes.
Yeah, within 11 minutes. What is this?
Like all 3 games that we've watched, they are all close to each other.
Yeah.
But right now, that's 12 minutes and 6K gold advantage. Really, really looking great in the side of Saigon Jokers.
It's like Saigon Jokers being complacent in this game. I wonder though, they're just allowing BKT to take up what they can over the soft lane. Hanian not even considering that teleport re-engage here. Lloyd could easily activate the on that. Good thing it is on cooldown, but Lloyd has the movement speed. Imagine that against a Hecarim now. Lloyd will flash in. Good response coming in from the members of BKT. And look at this. Look at the way how BKT, or rather Saigon Jokers, will respond. We can opt for a 20-minute game.
Well, I'm not really sure what's really happening. It feels like I'm not watching Hanian at all. Feels like I'm watching a normal game or so. Feels bad for Saigon Jokers to keep on dying in the hands of these snowballing champions. So late game-wise, you can't really lean or be independent on that Malzahar and Twitch if you can really go farm and do something for the team itself. Even Hanian has no is already at a bad standing. It's 0-3-0 with only a few items in his pocket.
And it's very clear that you need to group up with this kind of lead that the enemy has. All you need to do is just scale and turtle this game. Lay down the proper wards. But right now, that initiate by Hanian in the top lane, very, very questionable. Sitting on a 0-3-0 for this Hecarim.
Yes, like
too much.
It was respected banned on game 1 and game 2. You have seen the biggest reason why on the game 3. But game 4 wise, it feels like I'm really going to open up the Hecarim once again.
If this goes for a game 5, I'd be cheering for BKT. I just want BKT to win if that's the case, because Saigon Jokers has to step up their engages, something like this, over this bottom lane.
And once again, as what you've said, they need to group up, they need to party up the bit up, and yes, they just did.
Their first kill in the game, 14-minute mark, 7-1 against BKT.
And
still awkward.
No turrets down.
Yeah, no turrets down.
knowing that you have that kind of
Yeah, and look at these two now. This is definitely nice. Very good flash coming in from two, but still a big disadvantage because you know every summoner spells burn too. So you know, I think two overstayed on that one too. Putting that ward, removing that ward on the blue side
Yes.
jungle.
Like it doesn't have any teammates to be with. And here we are going to see Ro and Tresso just going to glimpse just a few glimpses of each other and on the mid lane. Nothing much. I think they wanted to take it slow. Or Saigon Jokers really wanted to bounce back, but they need to stop on their questionable plays.
Yeah, they're facing, you know, this kind of complacent playstyle.
Yes.
If ever they really did become complacent, then all the more reason that BKT can capitalize and sweep them, right? Because this is game point. You know,
Yes.
the championship is within the grasp of your hands. Aren't you gonna get the
my
position here?
goodness.
Not. Oh, there's the ultimate from G4. Haven't seen the.
Yes, it was the first one before the body slam.
Yeah, haven't
for
seen the
second.
Yes.
So
So
yes, they are still on the wrong side of the map. Keep on getting caught with the scatter of the weak. G4 was really good on this Syndra. I'm not really sure if he's really good or Saigon Jokers is already at a tilt mode right now. But they need to compose themselves if they want this championship. Because we are not only looking for this Southeast Asia, we are going around the world. So if you're going to show up this kind of facing other regions, that might be questionable for you if you're going to be champions.
yes, as I mentioned, you know, this kind of complacency. Yeah, falling to the hands of Saigon Jokers. Being practiced here by Saigon Jokers. Easily capitalize. And maybe, you know, it's like you're giving the momentum to the enemy team. All the more that you're just gonna lose the game.
Yes,
And
so-
maybe even lose the championship. And you know, it's history if you want to lock in a full championship. It's like a really nice title to have the GPL be dominated
Yes,
by
that
your
would be the
team
first one into the history, if
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken.
for the whole year. And they're sleeping it up on this game 4 against BKT.
Because I believe that, oh yeah, I do agree with you that one, and I believe that even Taipei Assassins way back on pre-season 3 or season 2, they weren't able to keep the title for 1 year because of Singapore Sentinels.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure Saigon Jokers what is happening, but whatever's happening, we're still live into the game at 17 minutes. 8-1 will be the score, but right now Ro will also get caught in the chase of CC. But here comes the reaction.
Oh, there's gonna be a collapse now. They're gonna focus on the G4. They might allow the synchronistic. Here comes Lo to join the team fight. A clean stack here by Bangkok Titans. And you know this could be a big win here by Bangkok Titans, removing 4, make that 3 members only in the map against the side of Saigon Jokers. They're gonna take on this inner mid lane turret. Oh no, they're gonna add up the Twitch as the gift in the party. Let's see though, ladies and gentlemen, Twitch managed to escape, gets scouted by Sex Sweeping Lens. But you can see that this inner mid lane turret will go down. No turret yet being destroyed here by Saigon Jokers. BKT will come strong in this game.
Wow, the momentum has been turned around, and I'm not really sure what's happening right now. But after Saigon Jokers pursued the top lane clash, as you can check here, this is quite bad. You don't fight a team who's already ahead for around 17 minutes with that kind of item advantage. So on this fight, we have seen Leon on the reaction. The Nida was able to cast the ult, but this is the choke point. What Jess on that tidal wave was on point. You can see also Lloyd with these empty items that can showed a lot of damage on that critical ricochet. So if I were Saigon Jokers, I'm not going to pursue this kind of fights. You don't have too much vision on
Actually,
committing.
They're very behind.
Yes.
They're very behind in such a way that what will happen here is that it's not just BKT having a lead. Saigon Jokers allowed BKT to snowball.
Yes.
And look at this lead. 303, 177 CS against 112, 0-3-0 mid lane matchup. Look at the top lane. 3-0 to Lissandra against a Maokai. You can easily play safe for the Maokai, man.
Yes. You can just go ahead try
Yeah.
to throw your sapling, but right now they are getting shot right now. Sec might be able to save himself because it's really tacky, and right now,
Yeah, setting a cheeky
Go
dead
for it.
rush. What is that? Ladies and gentlemen, not even taking the safety of their chart. They're gonna get punished here. Just allowing, good thing that it's the support that secured the kill for the side of BKT. But this is BKT's game for the taking. It's just a matter of time. Saigon Jokers will run the risk of losing the championship.
well, I'm not really sure if it's good to take the kill by the support because it's quite alarming that even support can take a kill right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's good for the side of Saigon
Well,
Jokers
yeah,
if ever
yeah.
they want to come
I
back.
really do agree.
Yeah, if ever they want to come back. But are they really aiming for a comeback? It's a big question. The
my
base sector just so
goodness,
weird.
what
Just a messy
I want.
execution. Saigon Jokers ill placing that in this red side jungle. Celebrity though will try to flank here the support, but that is just the support. Leaving your mid laner here for the taking of the members of BKT. This is just a massacre done by Thailand's very best, the Titans, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm not really sure. And right now, this
Yeah.
Bangkok Titans is opening the wall of Maria, going to take
Bangkok
that
Titans.
main
Let's
lane.
see.
The Titans is already awake.
Bangkok Titans will be set, will be set to take on a Game 5. Let's see, they have a good chance now of securing a championship here at GPL 2016 summer.
Yes, indeed. And Saigon Jokers, if you really wanted to win, you need to take the slow pacing, keep the visions up, and try to save yourself. Avoid face check. Avoid being caught up alone. Like this team composition. BKT invested on a mid lane and top lane CC lockdown assassin fight. But you keep on face checking, you keep on walking.
Yeah,
into
the
death.
macro play here of Saigon Jokers has been off by around 90%.
Just like,
I mean,
hey,
based
come
my
on, like
observation.
you're already 6 feet under.
Yeah.
Once you face check that brush or don't have any vision and just walk right into it, 6 feet under, you're already there.
Yes, and those are very
Minimal mistakes or errors that can even, even other players can take into consideration not doing that. I'm not really sure what's happening, but still, we are live into the game. Saigon Jokers also had been known on playing from the back or coming back from behind, but in this kind of advantage, not really sure.
Yeah,
Still.
the macro play here of Saigon Jokers has been off. Like, compared to their previous games, it's down by a big amount. Like, very different Saigon Jokers. 15-2. On top of that, I think that's 15k complete.
Yes,
No
and
turn
that's
down.
3 Dragon,
No Drake.
1 Baron,
Yeah, I think it's too much.
no turret.
Yeah, too
Oh,
much. Just
God.
too much. We'll see though. We'll see though. They're giving Bangkok Titans a chance to close this game. Let's see if we can see the game back. Now there's gonna be a collapse here done by Saigon Jokers. Now this time they're gonna go for the team fight. The snowball's just real. The damage is not real. The damage is there. Everything is there for the win for BKT. They're gonna destroy this bottom lane inhibitor turret along with the 4 members of Saigon Jokers. Saigon Jokers just getting massacred through and being made of a joke here by Bangkok Titans, ladies and gentlemen. I think they could easily close the game now. It's just a matter of recalling and stacking up their minions, especially now that you have the bottom pop. They're gonna collapse on the first Nexus turret. Noid not wasting any time to secure that one. They're gonna collapse on the second. And ladies and gentlemen, in a short time, probably one of the shortest game we could see here in GPL 2016 summer, it's gonna be BKT taking on the victory in Game 4 against Saigon Jokers. I mean, honestly guys, I'm expecting Saigon Jokers to win. to win Game 4 and to win this series. That's expectations based on paper. Based on paper, based
And
on the stat.
They've showed it on. There was a glimpse of being a champion on Game 3.
Based of their performance. But this one, this kind of
This
kind
is
of
really
Game 4,
questionable.
this is
Like,
very questionable for the
it feels
Saigon
like
Jokers. Like,
Saigon Jokers is not they're not the real players playing right now, but personally they are. So I'm not really sure if they are absent-minded, because I can say that Bangkok Titans can win this with a very good macro play and micro play, with equalizing a closest skill cap that Saigon Jokers have. But having that common mistakes, doesn't have end vision, face checking, no drakes to contest, no turns to take. I'm not really sure what's happening Saigon Jokers, but they need, if they want this championship, they need to consider on composing themselves and try to be more cautious on their actions.
especially there are Vietnamese viewers who are watching.
Yeah,
A lot of viewers supporting Saigon Jokers, and with this kind of performance, what is happening here? I mean, this is like very far, not even half the performance,
yes,
half the
like
decent
you have a
performance
10%.
that we know Saigon Jokers has. Saigon Jokers is a very good team, but they're giving Bangkok Titans a chance for the championship. We're gonna go for Game 5 in the GPL 2016 Summer Finals, and we're your shoutcaster, Shimu with 1 4 and with me is Coach, is your analyst, Alpha. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the final game for this series, for this GPL, for this year, and for this week. We're gonna see you on Game 5.
Might be able to save himself because it's really tacky and